Mario, once again, November 4th, Tuesday, 2025. Now that I have repaired all these DC motor speed controls here, these are mainly from GWS, the company that was making these back in the day. I am now ready to install some of those back into these DC powered or DC motor powered, just regular DC brushed motor powered helicopters that I did back in also in the day. This is one of another version of the MIA Bumblebee. You see, it's got the N50. This one actually has a little larger motor on the back with a gear drive. You know, that's your typical. I believe that's an N50 because the N20s are a little bit smaller than that. I was using those originally, but I went with this even though it's a little bit heavier, just to give me a little more power on this particular one. A version of another Bumblebee. You can tell it's a Bumblebee by the frame design. This one has a wider landing gear. I actually employ the same landing gear on the Hirobo Quark as an upgrade. And you can see here the Hirobo Quark. It's got the same landing gear as I used to sell these as an upgrade with that particular canopy. It's a retro canopy. I call this the retro combo kit. I used to sell the canopy with the landing gear, tough landing gear. You know, you're not going to break this as the original landing gears on these commercially sold helicopters after the fact. They used to, they used to give and break. So I developed all this stuff for my original ones, and I revamped a lot of these parts as upgrades for these helicopters that were coming out after I had already developed my own micro palm size helicopters. And so that's what you're seeing here on this particular Bumblebee helicopter. And like I said, I work with not just one but dozens of these things, variations. I have boxes and boxes of frames that I did. If I were to show you that, you'd probably get overwhelmed with so many designs that I've done over the years. And that's just the way I work when I design things, when I get really into it. So this is ready for these speed controls, and I'm going to be using where's that one? This particular one right here, which is this one. I believe this one can handle up to 5 or 10 amps of current draw. I need at least 5 amps on these speed controllers as a limit, because these particular motors here, that's these DC, these are 200 size motors. They can pull up to 5 amps or a little more. So I may